Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Nut. This is GoldMason back for another week of NUCL recap as well as games. We're joined by JensenDale, Pokeslice, and Shengineer. How are you guys doing?
What's up?
What's
Gold?
up?
Yo.
Not much. I'm excited to get into some Bughouse gaming. That's my goat right there. He and I never once have we fought. We've always been steadfast, loyal friends, and I'm excited to see his game today.
Yeah. As am I.
Slice,
Bughouse?
stop laughing in the background.
Nope. I'm not laughing.
Yeah, that's right.
Bughouse Bughouse carries the Dittos, so everybody be very careful what you're about to say right now. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say
All right.
watching this game.
Slice is not gonna talk. I already know. Here we go. Hopping in. First game, we got Seismitoad versus Kangaskhan. Gets the fake out. Gonna see the rocks go up on the double edge, right? Yeah, here it comes. What do you know? Stealth Rock, the worst move ever invented. Nice. Earthquake trying to catch, I think, a switch to Garbiter. But then misfires. Here's the Go Lurk. I was about to say that gives it guts,
That's
right?
activated, yep.
Yeah, it did give it that.
It's crazy.
All right, I'm
Switch
gonna
in-
say something controversial.
Switch in the Pokemon that has 100
I'm
billion
gonna start the
base
beef
HP.
right now.
You know.
Alright,
All
go
right,
ahead.
you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We're ready.
Number one. So this game starts with a sub at a minute 29 because Bernardo is a bad faith bum. Okay, start with that. He knew Cal was asleep and he didn't do anything about it. I had the act post written up on on the week. I was ready to go. I had like cursed out Bernardo a few times in it. It was perfect. And then the game happens, and Bughouse goes, I'm gonna switch the team that he had made for Cal because I don't know, the sub, and the whole time before, for the like 15 minutes beforehand, all Bughouse is saying is like, I hate playing subs. I hate playing subs. Subs are the worst. And afterwards, we basically had a perfect matchup with the other team, as things always happen. Um, I don't even know if it would have been a competitive game, honestly. If you're like looking at the pace beforehand, I won't tell you what it is, but whatever. Oh, okay, though. Played well. Came in, had a perfect matchup. Everybody knows that Golurk beats Garb. I mean, not Garb, beats Girder. So that was pretty bad, but it worked out. And I'm totally not salty about the game at all. So,
Yeah.
Who even needed this win? Not the Dittos, right? Yeah.
How's your record going?
I have a feeling that the Dittos
How's the
needed this
record?
win.
Yeah.
We're
real
only
skill.
0-2 right now. It's a
Yeah,
solid
Yeah,
start.
me too.
Same as real steel, yeah.
We're winning.
Oh, no way. So then we're still in playoffs or competitive. That's perfect. Everything's better now. That was a good game though. I think that especially the way it got played out at the end, it was really was well done by LLK winning like those what's it called, wars.
Whoa.
The sucker war.
Whoa. Here we go. Sword Stance on Sucker Punch 3 times?
Oh, I'm way ahead of you guys.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to be
3
watching the
times.
stream, man.
Sorry. I was playing
Yeah.
Clash Royale. I'm locked in.
Why is it doing that? Why did this happen 6 times? Why did it win?
I don't know. I don't know. So that part was
Girder
weird.
won anyway, but like that was cool.
Girder didn't win anyways, but Gardevoir probably did.
Does it have Mach Punch?
So
or not?
no, but it did have Healing Wish.
It does. It has Mach Punch.
Oh no, that is Mach
It
Punch.
is
I'm
Mach
saying
Punch,
that
yeah.
you can.
That cleans. Yeah.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
But the Healing Wish at the end. Like this game was
Yeah.
a wash. I mean, Bughouse is having a pretty rough start to the tour. I think that it's probably his manager Danny's fault more than anything, personally. I think that Pokeslice is carrying him, obviously. And yeah, that's my takeaways from the game.
Yo, new manager beef just dropped.
Yeah. Hey Danny, you hear that?
Oh, it's
Your
good.
manager thinks you fucking suck, dog. Get better, man. Anyways, that was my attempted beat. All right, we're back. From nothing happened. Next up, we got Mada versus Mikey-Mon. I genuinely have no idea which teams these two are on because they both got subbed. I think one was from the Falarbor Fossils.
The other
And-
Mada's a Ditto.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, the Bad Faith Fossils versus Madara Uchiha.
The scheduling terrorist Dittos.
Yeah, the scheduling terrorist Dittos and the Bad Faith Fossils. But that is an Infernape. That's the reason I chose this game, because I'm a big Infernape fan, and I didn't think that it was real in this tier. But here it is. Shen, you got any insights as this game starts?
Yeah, I mean, Mada's also rocking that Vapo Gligar Copper Core. Very early 2025, late 2024 kind of team style, but it's kind of making a resurgence lately.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, Infernape, not Incin. Infernape's got a pretty good matchup. Assuming it's Scarf, one big reason it's good is because it's faster than Monkey Dory, which is the tier's best Scarfer. Oh, I think it's no longer Scarfed, but you get the point. That's another thing it does, though, is it's a knockoff absorber, especially against Incineroar. There you go.
Shen, question for you. Why do you think these Vaporeon teams are making a comeback nowadays? I mean, you've watched a lot of these tournaments at this point.
I mean,
and,
I think it's just a notable part of the cycle of Vapo falls off, water type attackers get better, like Barraskewda and Basculegion, and then once they take over the meta, hey, Vapo's suddenly good again. And once Vapo is prevalent, they fall off, and then the cycle will continue forever, and that's just what we're doomed to face.
Damn.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Shout out E-Turn, shout out Rabia, ban Vaporeon.
No, that will not be the solution.
Shen, if I may ask
I'm
one more
banning
question.
Vaporeon.
Sure.
Do you think with the amount of Vaporeon being used, then Balance will make a comeback with an SVNU?
I think balance is already good. I think it's been on the come up. Vaporeon, I don't know if that's the main factor, but we've been using new cores like Bellywoach. Duraludon is quite good. Covers a lot of bases at once, although I'd say it's almost more of an offense/bulky offense type mon, but it fits on balance as well.
I do still think though that offense is the best play style right now. Even though
it is quite
we haven't
good,
seen
but
much of it. I don't know why.
I think balance is perfectly viable right now as well.
I would have liked to see a little bit more offense at some point, just because I really do think it's great, but people kind of just seem to want to get away from it right now. I don't really, I don't know if I have like a good reason for why.
Yeah, I feel like it's inherently a little more risky. Oh, crazy crit there on the Vapo.
I think people are just getting too offended, Like, that's just why offense is going down.
True. Okay, that looks like a banded Flamigo to me. That's pretty big damage. And we're going to see this is... I think that's defensive Houndstone, yeah, the Rocky Helmet. Houndstone also been it went from 0 to kind of a centerpiece of the meta, and I think another part of why balance is regaining some of its footing, really helps out Hazard Stack, being a good spin blocker. And checks like a billion physical attackers, especially like Flamigo and Water Tauros.
Yeah, Houndstone being viable is not on my bingo card for early SV.
He's probably been good this whole time. I'm just kind of surprised it took us forever to figure that out.
I'm really shocked
it was the lack of
little
coverage.
from flare bits too. Like, I don't know the EVs on Incineroar nowadays, but I'm really shocked that even with Fluffy, it took that little. I don't know if it's running Fluffy or not, but
they're all fluffy. But okay,
fluffy,
the thing about Fluffy is, you take more from fire attacks, but it's also still a contact move, so they kind of negate each other,
Yeah.
So it just does normal damage.
It's an interesting way to look at it. I guess I never did the math on Fluffy and what that.
Oh,
was
see
like.
the Terra Grass, Life Orb, Giga Drain, Flygon tech. I don't know who invented this. I'm gonna say Diamond's Realm.
It does feel like a Diamond's.
That sounds right to me. And it is mixed with the Earthquake as well. So we're gonna see that come back in later. It'll be a nice switch into that Vaporeon.
Damn. How much did I do? 22?
That's not bad.
Bad at all.
For quad resist, yeah.
Not bad at all.
Alright, Does not get the poison, but at this point probably does not matter. See Migo pick this Vaporeon off. And Inferno can revenge kill it. The question is, how is he going to take out this ape? The answer is looking like he's not going to. This Flamingo is slower. Terrified CC gets the kill from half.
Wow, that
And
killed. That's crazy.
That's all she wrote. Yeah.
That's crazy. How much did you 40? Yo, is
47.
Infernape legit? Is Infernape
It's Terra?
back?
It's
legit.
Terra 120 BP against a pretty weak opponent, right? But like that's still a
Yeah.
lot for a resisted hit.
What's its attack? 100 something?
It's like 104. Not that high. Maybe 108. I don't remember.
108.
No,
that's what
108
it's
is the speed. I think it's 104. I mean, I always make a comparison to Flygon. That's more than Flygon has. So
What's its ability again?
That's the way to think about it.
yeah.
Is it just Blaze or does it have something else?
has Iron
It can run
Fist,
Iron
but-
Fist. It's usually Blaze. Yeah.
Yeah, I would figure it would be Blaze.
Oh, Iron Fist only
Yeah,
really
only
is good
because
for
it's
for like Thunder Punch or maybe Mach Punch sets,
okay.
but usually Scarf does not
Also-
run those.
that was an interesting game, and it's always cool to see like Infernape sleep. And I think that
Yeah.
our build, talking from the Mada thing here, we basically just took a Danny build and passed it last minute because Mason, you're gonna like this. So Mada subbed in pretty last minute. We had technically lost a week. Why? Because Danny had no time set. It was around deadline in the classic Danny slice fashion. And I said to Danny, I go, you better have a time or we're gonna get Nation is not gonna put up with us. And here we are.
You're,
I mean,
Yeah.
surely his opponent is equally at fault, right?
Nope.
No.
Nope. This
Oh,
one's just I know how this works. Danny and I should know better at this point.
well, I'm glad the game was played. That's all I will say on the matter. On
And ultimately,
recording.
that's all we care about, you know.
Yeah, on the recording, that's all I have to say on the matter. Outside of the recording, you'll be hearing from my lawyers. But we're gonna hop into the next game. We got Gen 3 Gaming. This is Kaboom versus Violet River. Pretty hype matchup. I rate both of these players pretty highly. And I'm starting after I know I said on a previous nut that I wasn't into Gen 3 as much recently in Gen 3 NU, but Ima messaged me today and was asking me about build ideas, so I had to think about the tier for a while, and I was like, oh shit, all right, I'm getting back into it. So I'm excited to see this game a lot, so we'll see how it goes. We got Chimecho League versus Hitmonchan, and the perfect counter, Kecleon, comes in, color changes, and is now significantly less damage from the Psychic. But Torkoal's going to come in to take Thunder Wave. I feel like Kecleon's always going to click Thunder Wave in those situations, so
That's what it do.
that's what it do, in fact. And now the Scourge of the tier. This is Blossom. This thing got much better now.
Yeah,
that
it's kind of the mon to beat, like the defensive centerpiece of the tier, I would say.
What made it
Which
what made
is-
it get so much better post Glalie, man?
Well, it's a bulky Pokemon. All of the bulky Pokemon got better. Like you look at Swalot, you look at any of those kind of Pokemon like Blossom, these general walls got a shit ton better because you can't put 3 up for free all the time now. So they're not taking a shit ton of spike damage as they come in, so they're able to actually perform their roles in soft checking half the tier or most of the tier. Without being worried about, again, 3 spikes and boom pressure and all the rest of that shit. So
Interesting. What else
Haunter
has become
goes down to the Hydro Pump. Holy fuck!
I'm guessing that's also
Wait,
the
go
same
back on
reason
that for
why.
a moment. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was from full. That was from full.
Hunter is pretty darn squishy, and if they
It
ever go
is.
bulky, I feel like it's usually they put it in the fizz duff.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before because I thought Haunter always lived.
You
Nah.
can EV your Haunter to always live, but if you're just
Okay.
max, then yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, Torkoal's gonna come in on the Rock Slide.
Flinch? Oh,
Well, it came in. So
And if it,
ape. That choice man? No.
I think so.
It must be,
It's a lot
right?
of
But why did you
damage.
so little to Torkoal?
The
'Cause
Torkoal
Torkoal
has
is
like 140
monster
base defense.
yeah.
Yeah. And it was only Rock Slide, so it's low base power. That might have been banded. It did like 40% to Torkoal. It probably is. Welcome, Wadley. But
Hello.
the Wailord's going down, and I honestly genuinely do not see a way for Violet River to make it through this Blossom long term. Like, you're gonna have to keep using the Kecleon as a way to like check it, and that's not really gonna work that well.
We see Wisp, the
Yeah.
best Haunter set.
Yeah, I really rate it. I really rate it a lot recently. Especially on like these bulkier cores. I rate that really highly now.
We got a Pupitar in the back. Mach Punch Chan might be Violet River's best out against this, but we'll see what it can do.
Doesn't
no
even.
Mach Punch.
It tanks the
Oh, I
Earthquake.
guess it always lived.
Yeah, it did tank it. It's
Nice.
leftovers. Revealed. So that was just actual Hitmonchan damage. Maybe
Ooh.
Adamant Max, but
Tough crit, but I don't know how much it would have changed the game.
I don't think it would have. You still have free Blossom, and a Haunter. I don't know.
There's a fast Chime or a slow Pelly or both.
Probably just like a. Probably just a
Yeah.
a reasonable speed Chime, because you got the heal bell, so you want to actually be able to get it off.
Yeah, true. Well, Pupitar Anisif is in.
Yeah, but it's not going to do shit. It's not going to do shit
No.
against this Blossom unless it gets it sub down to
Yeah,
Lychee
he's-
and then get the Rock Slide flinch, right?
Yep, that's the out, and Violet River's gonna go for it.
Yep. And now the moment of truth, because I mean it will win if it
Yeah.
flinches right now, and it does not.
But no
How
flinch.
do you guys feel about post what's it called? Post
Post
Glalie ADV right now?
It's chill. I'm still getting used to the meta, but like it's fun. I don't know if it
What's
made
like
the.
the-
I don't know if banning Glalie made it better or worse necessarily, but it's just a bit different. I think Hitmonchan's still pretty definitely the centralizing force of the tier.
I don't think he's as centralizing as anymore. I mean, like I think he's still
Really?
incredibly good.
Yeah.
He's probably the best Pokemon in the tier, but he's not as, because like the interaction with Hitmonchan being able to apply so much offensive pressure while spikes are up was kind of his whole thing. So he's adjusting.
And it's harder for those spikes to go up now.
Mm-hmm. I think the tier is not as good without Glalie, but I also think that the Baton Pass ban was worthwhile to sacrifice Glalie for, because now I don't ever have to think about that shit ever again. So I feel like that made the builder a little bit less restrictive. I mean, it's interesting. The new it used to be, the triangle was Hitmonchan, Glalie, and a water type, and now it's like
Hitmonchan, a water type.
Poison. Well, it's Blossom, Poisons. Hitmonchan's just kind of there. Like, all of the spikers kind of suck. So if you're building a spikes build, you have to like build really robust around the spike build, which is why you see this like Kecleon that's on Violet River's team. It's interesting. Like, there's a lot of like, I feel like it's just a new meta, so there's a lot of like room to explore.
Another problem with running Spiker is usually grass type. You can't run Blossom, which is a good mon.
Yep. Which is why people run this Pineco thing. I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, what spikers have taken over? Pineco and
Pineco, Cacturn, and Roselia, right?
And Ammonite.
Nah. That's Haste-Up only. That's reserved for Haste-Up.
I used it once, and then I got one shot by an HP Grass Murkrow, and I would never want to use it again.
HP Grass Murkrow?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
incredible. Well, this was a good game though. I enjoyed this game a lot. We'll play it from Kaboom. I do agree with you, Shen. This Will-O-Wisp Haunter is kind of cool. Like, I really like the.
I mean, it lets you pressure Blossom better, which is kind of the main
pressure Blossom better, and like not
pressure
lose
everything.
not lose to Pupitar. You can pressure
I don't know
waters.
about that. It's got Shed Skin, brother.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about that.
This is like
but
the
it's
Scrafty
also
of ADV.
it also lets you pressure Matang better without needing spikes.
That's very true. Matang is no longer a good switch in.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna hop into our next game. Baddy versus Finchinator in Gen 5.
I see a Sawsbuck.
I see a Sawsbuck
Oh, this
indeed.
was a great game.
I see a Charizard versus a lot of Pokemon that die to Charizard as well. So we will see how that goes now. Big Toad.
Bigger CC.
I'm playing a Gen 4 draft with Primeape. This guy's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, he's got a lot
Is
of
this
tools.
is this Scarf most likely, or do we know?
Probably Scarf?
They're often
I
Scarf.
mean, it's
Could
definitely
be
not
like,
banned. We didn't see banned
Right.
damage.
A lot of damage for Scarf on Zard.
Yeah, 35?
41.
That's about right.
that's specs, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it must be. I don't think that any of them run Scarf, right? They only run Specs.
Rock Blast only hits 2x. Wasn't going to do very much anyways.
True. Tracing the water absorb here.
Ooh, that's kind of fire.
Good play.
Yeah.
Alright. But the skunk is going to come in to trap it, yeah?
This is a cool
Baddy
tag, I
could-
thought. Electric Gem to boost the power of Thunderbolt, so into 2-hit KO range.
So
And then you're
last
gonna-
time, I think it's a big tech. The first time I saw it was I'll credit a Shiloh team that I was a big fan of for a while, and I don't even think it had Garb. I think it was just like this really interesting, like I don't know, it had like a Electric Gem guard, and it was great. I think we've seen it in a few tours even. It's a pretty
Quick-
common tech, you know.
Okay.
But it's
Quick
good.
shout out
It's
to
just very
the
good.
taunt on Skuntank, keeping rocks off to help out Baddy's Charizard, which is kind of his main breaker here.
Yeah, and the Natsu that comes in on the Sawsbuck. Maybe not well advised.
Simply 2-hit KO'd.
Yeah.
I suppose he didn't need it for much else.
Baddy was channeling Monai and how much we want to throw away Monai. So, goodbye Monai. There's the
Zard comes
Stealth
in now.
Rock.
If it comes
Really-
in later, it's gonna take rocks.
Yeah. Calling out that Finch wasn't going to click Rock Blast either. It's kind of fire.
And also calling out that was not Pursuit. I was expecting Pursuit there.
It is Spec
Dang.
Zard, it looks like, because it clicked the hidden power into the Skuntank.
Yeah.
So
He didn't want to switch out because if he gets pursued, he dies to rocks next time. So.
Yeah.
I believe this is Scarf Sock.
looks like it.
But is this Scarf Sawsbuck? I believe also, so which is faster. So.
Okay.
This is where the game
Nature
gets really
power.
crazy.
Nature Power Earthquake.
Yeah. Slow it down here. Get some frame by frame gaming. All right.
At this point, it's just been a really good game, but now
Yeah.
things are starting to happen.
Yeah, I slowed it down. Here's the Primeape coming in.
I think that at this point, you're watching this game, and we watched it live. I think Shen, were you there? Or was it just me? If you got,
Yeah. I watched
It
it when I
really
woke
felt
up.
yeah, it really felt like Baddy had
It was Ground Gem.
no
Yeah.
chance here. Yeah, ground gem. I mean, obviously, it was a good sack, and it kind of just looks like all Finch needs to do is kind of nothing, and then win with Sawsbuck. But Sawsbuck, as you see at this point, is barely hanging on. Nature's power after the defense drop KOs, and suddenly, boom, Hatchet's on the switch. EQ comes out, which would 2 KO guard normally,
But it crits.
and then you see
Yoko.
the chat reaction.
Yep. And just for context for the viewers, the Garbodor was red card. So it would have forced the Sawsbuck out where it would have died, forced the Superior in, which would have had to kill the Garbodor and then die to a close combat from Sock.
Now, what's
Sawsbuck,
worth
of course, would
noting?
die to hazards on reentry.
Yeah, exactly.
What's also worth noting here is that the game
True.
actually wouldn't have been over. It looked like it would have been, but Serp has
Gotta
about a
land gunk.
50-50 chance with sub to sub up on Garb, and then I think with Overgrow that Giga Drain has a chance to actually KO, or it might be a low chance at that point, depending on like all the spreads and stuff. But like this game was far from over, but we saw really cool tech in a game that looked like Finch just had it locked up, and boom,
See, this
suddenly it
Derp doesn't
wasn't
have
so
to
true.
kill Garb, but it has to keep a sub up, so you just gotta play for gunk dodge.
Yeah, you have to play for Gunk Dodge.
Because Scarf Sock would just kill it.
Mm-hmm. Instead, the Sawsbuck
Kind of
gets to
crazy
stay
game.
in, be faster than the Sock because it is
Yep.
Scarf, and kill it. So
Really close game. Cool
really
tech by
interesting
Baddy,
game.
and cool tech by both players actually. I like the ground gem ape and the electric gem Gardevoir. Lots of gems.
Gems are really strong. This is why they're banned from OU.
Yeah. I'm
But
glad we can still use them down here in NU. They're cool.
they are cool. I
Yeah,
agree.
Gems add a lot of variety to the
It's
team.
like a Z move, you know? Kinda.
I mean,
Kinda.
yes, but
A little
like,
bit.
yes, but also not really. But yeah, no,
That's
this
his
was a
vision,
cool
though.
game. This is a cool game. Double grass, really interesting.
Not too Zard.
Yeah,
Good
Finch
stuff.
just also played it really well. Like,
True.
like killing the Zard off with the pursuit. It's pretty nice. All right, we are gonna hop into our next game. It is BeatsBlack versus Elodin. I'm excited to see this one because
Yet another
BeatsBlack
Ditto game. Oh boy.
BeatsBlack is considered the. Oh my God! Did we do a bunch of Ditto games? Oh yeah, I didn't mean to do
Yeah,
this on
we-
purpose. My
So-
bad.
It's
Here
one
we
of those
go.
days.
Here we go. We got Regirock versus Floatzel. Terrible lead matchup, but we got the Meganium in the back.
Yeah, I mean,
Gligar.
I love DPP NU, man. DPP is so cool. There's just so
Didn't-
much. It's pretty unbalanced, but there's so much variety in the mons that you can use, and and like the leads, and there's just so much going on.
I thought you were being a
Um,
little facetious because didn't Hasup like literally quit DPP NU this week?
Is that true?
Yeah.
I
He
did
got-
not know that. Wow.
He got
Interesting.
Linooned. He got.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
well,
no, that was an old.
okay, no.
I thought that was an old replay.
Was that? No,
Yeah,
that was this
I
week.
Thought that
I
was,
thought.
like, I thought that was from 2020.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
oh, okay.
that was an old replay.
Oh,
yeah,
is
that was
Hasup
not
even
Well,
in
yeah,
this
Hasup
tour?
isn't in the tour. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
it's
you're
not.
right. You're right.
Only one
you're
person quit this week, and it was Flampo,
right.
who we should all flame for that, by the way.
Did they quit or like
Well, they left the
they
server.
just
I don't
left
think
it?
they quit,
That's
but-
whatever. They're
Yeah,
still in
that's,
their
you know,
team cord, surely, right?
No, yeah. No, he's not the type to do that.
Yeah.
But it was pretty funny.
I got rage baited, is what you're telling me, though.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I thought that was because it was Expulso. It was Expulso versus Hasup. I'm like,
Wait,
that's
pause
definitely
right here for a moment. Pause right here. Oh,
Yeah,
so
what?
this is like at this point in the game, I just want to point this out because we forgot we're talking about a game for a moment. It really looks like BB has pretty clear win paths, right? I mean, his only like real issue is Magneton, but Sharpedo put in crazy work early. We have this Meganium who's now at +2, who can Oko here with EQ, and I think from this point on, this is where the game gets really interesting because Elodin looks like he's really stuck in a corner, and we'll see kind of how this plays out because it gets really intense really quick.
Okie dokie.
Mason, if you want to unpause now.
Yeah, I do.
Good read by Elodin. Pretty clear EQ. Like if you're BB, you don't really have to think so much. Maybe you could have pulled out a seed bomb there, but you kind of just expect U-turn. And it's kind of unclear what the play is. But let's see kind of what happens.
Kills off the
And he will-
Gligar. This
This
crunch?
is where
Yeah.
things kind of go wrong. I think that if you're BB, you could probably stay in there, but it all starts working out. You sack Meganium, it's kind of useless from now on potentially, and then let's see, yeah, go Skunk, and this is the weird play. So we're Scar Skunk, which is probably used in 1 out of 5 games in DPP. I think that's fair. And it's a really good resource in this end game because this Tauros, as you can see, kind of goes really hard, and we kind of get rid of it. And then the next turn after, we go Sharpedo to stop, any Magneton stuff. But then we kind of give up that, which was our other best resource. And suddenly, things become really unclear because Magneton can kind of just sub, and the game. Watching this live as a manager was not fun because we have Manectric in the back. And suddenly, our DPP, who in my opinion is the best in the pool by a good fair amount, is suddenly not looking like the best in the pool, And this game sucked. Why do we have to watch every Ditto game? I forgot how bad this ending was. It was so close too. It comes down to a 50-50.
Oh yeah, I guess
Ah,
pursuit. Oh, the
no,
static,
not even
but
Oh,
pursuit.
yo, the
Wait,
static is
later.
sick.
oh. Ah,
Here, EQ. Come on. And then we get rocks up. So what this game's going to come down to right here, and maybe it doesn't have to come down to this, but there's probably another path here, is can Magneton beat the Dusclops? So Seismic Toxin does 41, if I remember correctly. So we're just out of range now. And so we have to rest. And then you just got to pull 2 Seismic Tosses. Can you do it? I don't know.
that is
I
a
would
big ask.
personally. Personally, I would.
That's
There's
a
a
1 in
one.
9 chance overall.
Got
Yeah,
it one.
not good odds.
Oh, we don't get to-
And won't pull the second one.
Yep. There's that I think sums up the Dittos season pretty well right now, which is a lot of games that are really, really winnable that we just don't find the right line. Not even throws, just not the right line. Yep. Here we are. Not it doesn't keep me up at night, I promise. Not
And
even
that's
a
a
little bit.
bingo, folks. Manager complains about player. Mark it up.
Manager
Oh
complains about
shoot, you're
player.
right. Oh shoot. I wasn't even on purpose. Yo, Hammer's gonna kill me. He told me the last one I complained didn't count. This one's just me. I'm sitting here like I just it's bad where you're like mid like night you pull up a Clash Royale and you're just like yep, it's one of those days.
I love midnight pulling out my phone.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna go on to the last game. I couldn't. All right. Shout out to Old Gen NU. It's really entertaining. Not to say that the games this week in the Fairy Gens weren't entertaining, but there were some really, really good Old Gen NU games, especially the 3, 4, 5.
But they weren't entertaining. Yeah.
Hey. But anyways, we decided to go with these. We will definitely grab some 1, 2, and then 6 through 8 in future weeks. So I hope nobody gets mad that we focused on these this week. But yeah, there will definitely be some older gen and newer gen NU gaming in the future weeks. But we found these games to be like by far the most interesting and fun games. So here we go. This is Draco Pope, also known as the Chungler, versus Blonded, also known as Ima. And we got a Murkrow versus Haunter Gaming at the beginning. There's the Will-O-Wisp Haunter again. And misses twice.
Would it be fair to Mason? Would it be fair to say that you think that
It's
this
double
was
status. Willow hit and Hypno.
that you think that this is the best game of the entire tour so far, or definitely week 3? I mean week 2.
I mean this game. We should watch this game first, and then we'll make a decision.
By the way, that shiny Pidgeot looked pretty cool.
I didn't know shiny
Great play.
Dugong looked like it was covered in mud, but here's the Swalot. Swalot's really cool. Without like all of the spikes pressure, it like actually gets to be a Pokemon. It's really interesting.
That's kind of
HP
funny way to
ground.
put it.
All right, interesting toxic.
Yeah, tried to catch like Blossom coming back in or the Pelipper.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But Swalot's really cool because it gets like literally exactly what just happened.
Yeah.
It gets every coverage move.
Wow,
So it,
great play.
It can like hit everything in the tier for at least super effective.
Oh, and it was ready to counter too.
Wow, that's such a cool set.
Yeah.
Is that standard?
I'm not sure there is like a standard Swalot.
There isn't really. It's a very techable mon, but you do run counter on Swalot a lot. So
what would you guys say is the best?
You have to run Sludge Bomb, and you have to run a way to hit Matang. Other than that, like you can Haunter, yeah. But other than that, you can run literally anything.
Like you could do Boom, you can do Counter, you could do like Protect or Sub, or
Yeah. It
Those
gets
like
Giga Drain as well if you're worried about Whiscash.
Or Pupitar.
Yeah. Fire Punch as well is kind of an interesting move if you want that
He gets the moves.
Yeah. That hits Matang and also Midground's Haunter without having to have Shadow Ball.
Oh wow,
Nice
great play.
Right there.
Yeah, incredible
play.
plays. That is choice banded Pidgeot, it looks like. So Based
Chungler's
on
been on his game right here.
Yeah.
This is damn.
Pupitar comes in
But so
on
is
the
Ima.
Dugong
Ima's
coming
playing
in,
great.
yeah, I mean, this is just a really good game so far. Swallout finally
Swallow
goes
finally
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put in lots of work.
That I've never seen a Swallow do that. I mean, maybe sometimes in like Ran Bats, but that was wow. That was awesome.
All right, Vigoroth.
Yep.
And Chungler's going to trade it off? No, actually just lets the Pelipper go.
We get recovery on Slackoth. Yeah, Vigoroth too.
Vigoroth, yeah, that's really nice. That toxic
I swear
probably
Vigoroth used
matters.
to.
Yeah.
It should, I think.
Yeah, unless there's a heal bell on in the back, but I would hazard a water to. No, you have Dugong. I would
Pablo
hazard.
just
I
won't
would
wake
hazard
up.
something to set up. You need a win con, and can't be
So
Pidgeot.
right, I mean, what? How does Ima win this? I mean, it just looks, perfect. There's no path.
Plusle does look really annoying. If the Vigoroth ever gets like Parrot or Crit or anything like that. But Dugong's gonna get sacrificed off to the Murkrow. Last is actually Huntail, which is gonna do the rain dance thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, Hunter wins this.
Huntail
sure.
does win this.
Well, there's just some mind games you can do here.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. But yeah, bait out the Hidden Power Electric is like a big way to win there. But
Oh, Surf even KOs Pele. Yeah, I
Who's the game?
overestimated it.
Do you guys? Yeah, I think it must be Modest. I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
look
mean
at
it's
the calc
it's
at this one.
definitely yeah.
Well done from
It's an offensive developer, so
well done from Ima. That was interesting.
Yeah.
If it's Modest, it still can outrun everything. Yeah, even Raticate. So.
Where do you
probably
guys
is.
think Chungler went wrong here, or was just like one of those, no preview moments? Because
He
was,
let
I would
the
dare say,
Blossom
dominating
go.
in the beginning.
He let the Blossom go. Look what won and look what existed on this side of the field that completely walled it. Like, yeah, you get ice beamed, but like he let it get slept, which like you have no idea that it's Will-O-Wisp,
fair, yeah.
Right.
Hypnosis Haunter, but like let it get slept and then let it go in the mid game to the Dugong. Probably not necessary, but I guess so.
Yeah. Even if, like, in theory, if it stays asleep, against this Huntail, it's still stalling rain turns, and there's a chance you can get Plusle back in or something.
Yeah,
so
like there's a very strong possibility. It took 3 Dugong Ice Beams to kill the Blossom. So like
yeah, it's taking Huntail more than that.
Yeah, it takes Huntail more than that, and then it runs out of rain turns, and then you have
But let me
Blossom.
ask the question like this, because this is kind of how I really meant it. Do you think that if you're Chungler, in retrospect, obviously we say you shouldn't have sacked that. Like his play made perfect sense, right?
Yeah, man's asleep.
I think he should have let
You
the
think that there was
Pelipper.
like
I think he should have let the Pelipper go a lot earlier, and then got like either Plusle or Murkrow in to start breaking, or bring. Oh yeah, actually just that. Bring Murkrow or Plusle in earlier to start breaking, because then you force the Huntail to come out earlier, or the last really, which has to be some sort of win con, because the Pidgeot's breaking for what, the Haunter's statusing for what, like these other mons are. If you already saw the slack off on this guy, that, and you see no heal bell, that there's got to be a win con in the back, because otherwise this guy get toxic and then like your whole team falls apart. If Vigoroth is supposed to be your win con, because he can't sleep, he can't click rest rather. So like, there's got to be some sort of win con in the back. You have to be prepared for it, I guess. I wouldn't necessarily have said second water, so like I kind of give Chungler a bit of a break here, but like he sacked off the whole Blossom instead of the 40% Pelipper. Like I don't think Pelipper's doing anything else. You just let it go, and then go to one of your breakers and start breaking, and keep your 100% Blossom in the back.
Yeah, I guess you kind of treat it like the Drifblim of ADV. There's always something in the back that's gonna sweep you,
Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
Swallout also like put in a shit ton of work, but kind of got chipped down over time. So That was another Pokemon that could have stopped this, sort of. But I don't know. Really good game.
I don't know.
It was like obviously it's a lot of what ifs and armchairing, but like I don't know if I would have made the different decision in the moment. But I agree with you.
Yeah.
By the way,
The main thing I would have
this
probably done is just left Plusle in against Vigoroth, probably just keep it somewhat low.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how that would have
You
panned
can also
out.
you can also fish Paras, so like
That's true.
But yes, Slice, I
What a
agree with
game.
you. This was a really, really good game. Like really interesting.
I think it just showed two players that felt like they were at the top of, and they were like on top of their stuff, and they knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good match.
I think Chungler's
And
really
it showed.
good. I think he's really good.
Yeah. I think, yeah, Chungler, our favorite ZU main in NU.
Chungler plays everything.
Like,
Chungler plays everything at this
Yeah.
point. I don't know.
Nah. Never forget your roots.
Oh, okay. That makes me what? I guess
League of
ADVOU.
Legends, man.
I won't forget my NU roots when I make it big in SPL.
Well, after didn't you
Good.
go 8-1 in SCL? Like
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you could find like
Whatever.
an SVOU slot, surely. There's like
Probably.
four of those bitches in that tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I could play GSC. Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe not.
GSC
I tried
Protege.
I tried GSCOU. I don't know if I like it.
It's definitely a lot
GSCO, yeah.
different.
It's a very different tier.
Yeah, it's very
Why do you think I went to NU, dude?
But I mean, like
Nuts.
Wigglytuff is Snorlax, and like
Yeah.
There's a
Relax.
I don't know, Magneton is kind of
All right, let me give you the
Raikou.
GSCOU experience. I loaded up Tyranitar on ladder with Pursuit, right? I switch into Haunter, or not Haunter, switch into Gengar, clicks Dynamic Punch, and then I hit myself with Confusion, and then it kills me. Worst experience ever.
well.
Sounds like a good time.
That just sounds like a skill issue. Have you?
Yeah,
you have
true.
to send me your pace because I want to see what you have done.
Jens-
You have to send me the replay. I'm not gonna let this
JensenDale.
go flying by.
Yeah. Thank
No.
you, Jensen.
No.
Call this bitch out.
Really? You didn't
Yeah.
think if it had deep? You didn't scout it out at all?
Yeah. Didn't
Wait,
scout
this
it.
is
Didn't.
good. This is good.
Were there spikes on the field, man? There's a lot of things that you could have done better. I think.
Yeah.
Call him out, Jensen.
Yeah.
We gotta get more.
Wait, honestly,
Look,
Is
it's probably
Shen
it's me, not the tier, right? I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't respect Gengar's game like that. All right.
I need the follow up. Shengineer channel video that is just Jensen calling him an idiot for an hour. That's what
Yeah.
I need.
All right, I'll have an
man.
apology video on the way. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Jensen.
thanks, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
We need to do a collab on that.
Let's hop into our
Overall results.
overall results. We got the Cramorabias losing 4-6 to the Pablo Chiens. Big victories from, we saw Ima win earlier, but big victories from TKO and Gondra both winning over Big Tony and Django in the SV slots. I think we predicted that Cramorabia's SV would both win, and in fact they both lost. So big numbers from Garai, Oak, and Lax and Watashi, as we kind of expected, and then the Ima to seal the deal on that week. So well played to the Pablo Chiens. Shen, you want to talk about the next one?
Field vs Fujins. Tough matchup, and honestly, probably one of the strongest teams in the whole tournament. We were up against. We got kind of robbed RNG wise in a couple of slots, but balanced out by the fact that I hacked Mr. Soup pretty bad.
That's
Yeah.
one way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Continue.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, we just kind of got our asses handed to us.
Happens.
I'm done with this GSCing. I'm going back to SV this week. We'll see how that goes. But
Ooh. Interesting.
yeah, I don't know. My team needs to lock in, and I'm gonna call out Hacker in particular. Hey, my guy Hacker, if you don't win next week, I might not retain you for NUPL, bro. You gotta get your shit together.
Ooh.
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 Damn.
Some
Okay,
beef-
Hacker, I'll pick you for
More
30K.
beef getting started here.
Sorry, he
Damn.
thrives under pressure, and I'm putting this pressure on here. So
You know what the issue is?
You know,
he never loses 3 times in a row, right, guys?
you know what the issue is?
It's that senior staff debuff.
Oh,
You know,
hey,
once you
hey,
become
hey,
senior
hey,
staff,
hey,
Ah.
hey,
It all
hey,
makes
hey.
sense now.
Hold
you,
on.
you forget how to
Hold
play the
on.
game.
Hold on a
I think
minute.
that's how it
Wait a
goes, right?
second.
I think you're right, Slice.
I think I'm right, too.
Hell no.
You could have a point slice, yeah.
Oh wait, I stopped playing when I became senior staff too. Fuck.
See?
Shit.
You're not doing very good to help the stereotype there.
Yeah, that's
No, not at all.
That's my fucking fault.
You're now a tour host main now.
Oh,
Congratulations.
the worst.
Well, I was already a tour host main before I became senior
Sorry,
staff.
That's
Let's
true.
be
You're-
real.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The real problem with Hacker is that he was facing a scheduling terrorist in the SM slot. Ziri is only available on weekends and is like plus 45. So tough.
It's not even their fault.
It's not
just how it
Ziri's
is.
fault. It's not Ziri's fault at all. But
Either
I'm
a scheduling problem. Unfortunately, Leah Perry and Lyra had 0 schedule overlap.
Zero issues.
We had to do a double. Oh.
Whoa.
Oops.
So we subbed in PHB and they subbed in Larry. I watched that game. I think he played well, honestly, but the Thunder hack squads didn't think the same.
Oh, tough.
It's alright. That's
playing against Larry, anyways. So,
Yeah, he's good.
Damned if you
Hit him
win,
once.
damned if you lose. But interesting. But yeah, so Real Steel loses 3-7 against the Furious Fujins. Good for the Fujins. We're gonna hop into the next one. We got
Welcome, Bernardo.
Speaking
Hello,
of the
guys.
devil, we've got the Bad Faith Fossils
Is the
led
actual
by
devil here? Oh, he is.
Bernardo versus the Limberditto lovers. I'm sure that
Easy win. Golden. Easiest win of my career.
All right. Chillax. Let's say it how it is. You got lucky, and you're not very good.
damn.
You tried to bad faith me while Cole was asleep because the other bad faith
Bad faith.
Bughouse.
You guys you
tried to
scheduled for
schedule-
that time.
Yeah, but
Cal
because
played
Cole
the
wanted
game
to play
20
earlier.
minutes before.
No.
Oh my God.
Bughouse
Oh my
knew
God.
it was late
This
for
is
Cole and
revisionist
he
history.
aimed for that.
This is revisionist history. I don't like this.
Bughouse.
It's really telling that I'm the host and I have no idea what this situation was.
Absolutely
No, the situation.
nothing happened.
Nothing
Literally,
happened.
Cole fell asleep,
Nothing
and then
happened.
I need
Yeah.
to make a sub. On
Mm.
And then I
the
was being a hard
5-3
ass
game or
about it.
5-4 game. 5-3 game.
Uh,
Yeah, the 5-3
No,
game.
it was no. It was already 3-6.
No. It was never 3-6 because the last game was Mada versus Mikey. So it was
Right,
the
which made
game
it
that.
Which made it 4-6.
Didn't that make it 4? Which made
Yeah.
it 4-6. Oh wait, yeah,
Yeah.
Bernard. No, he's right. He's right. He's not usually right, but he's right this time.
Oh. Well. Either way.
This was a weird week. The Dittos are now 0-2, losing 4-6 twice in weeks that I think we honestly should have been favored to win. And I think that in every game we played, we were I think in every one of our losses except for the Bughouse game, we had very clear chances that we kind of let slip away. So going back to the drawing board, not changing too much, and we'll make drastic changes and put Jensen in like DPP if we need to next week. Jensen, you're up to that, yeah? Or RBY? What do you like more?
Whoa, we're solving lineup decisions in the fucking nut. That's crazy.
Yeah. You want
Nut,
no,
big
you know what?
nut.
You know what? You're warning Oras. Okay, you're warning Oras. That's
Yo.
what
That's
that's
good.
what we're
I'll do
doing.
whatever
You
you
put-
want, coach.
You put that first of all, dedication right there. Second of all, you put Jensen in any tier, I guarantee that man can win. Don't worry about it.
Right, except GSC. But we're working on
you
it.
know the
it
tier
was
that
against
we asked
B or
me to play
something.
was-
What the fuck? It was against the
he's
bad
right.
faith
I'd-
fossils
I-
that fucking cheated B or something onto their team, like, and I let them do it.
Okay. We're working on it. We're gonna get there.
Either way,
But yeah, so we're trying to lock back in. There's it's never ideal to have these type of moments happen, especially early on, but it doesn't mean that it's over. It just means that we have to, try a little harder. And it
I'm
starts
trying to
with
defend my friend Slice a little bit. I think about it, that's the nature of this tour. Like, all the teams are very fair, like, leveled. So losing a week, winning a week, it's something that really comes up to details in the end. And so, like, there isn't outrageous result in terms of like, hey, we beat them, but we could for sure have lost to them as well. So eventually they will win. I'm sure of that.
That sounded like
Wait,
condescension to me.
yeah, true. Wait, did Kingler lose this week as well?
He
Did
sure
I see
did.
that? Oh, was it bad?
Well, we didn't put it on the nut, so.
Oh, so
He
it was really
lost
bad.
to. It wasn't like he could have won. He had a favorable matchup, but if I'm not mistaken, he ran some strange book calc on something and sacked something that was important.
So
But
basically, what I'm hearing is that once Kingler won that one tour, he's been washed ever since. Yeah, is that correct? Jason, what do you
no,
think?
you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm gonna
'Cause
have
I'm
to
pretty
I'm
sure
saying
that's what
that
Bernardo. That's what Bernardo just said,
That
right?
is kind of what Bernardo just said, I have to say.
you guys are desperate trying to fill the bingo card with manager talks shit about their team, and you
Oh,
want
no,
no,
I
no,
already
no.
did
Slice
that.
already did that earlier in this.
yeah, stop the
did
bad
that.
faith,
Yeah.
you guys. You know we're trying to.
Slice already.
I did that by accident too.
Slice did it on accident earlier. Don't worry about it, Bernardo. Anyways, Falarbertown Fossils beat the Limberdittle Lovers. Shout out to the Limberdittle Lovers. I'm sure that they will, make it back and not waste Toxin Boost's unblemished record continuing.
9-0.
9-0. What a
Crazy.
god.
Free my boy
Anyways.
Toxic from jail.
Yeah, somebody let the toxin off of the scheduling terrorist team. But last matchup is the Glacial Glastriers tying with the Krusty Krabs. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about this matchup. I think that the people that I thought were going to win on the Krusty Krabs did win. Shout out Matthew. And I think that the people that are like Jesus at their tier, like M Forbes, Shiloh, Hellum, and Amaranth, kind of won their stuff too. So is what it is.
Yeah, I think everything went as expected.
Yeah, I mean, you could not say that there were a lot of upsets in this series. I don't even think there's one. I can't see one.
Well, hold up. The
Matthew
one,
versus
I think
Tier. Matthew versus Tier.
Maybe-
Sterling's maybe is a little bit of an upset.
No,
Is
I don't think
Kaboom
so.
maybe the
a
ADV.
little upset?
What about
Nah.
Violet River versus
I think Sterling's is underrated at DBB. The one thing that I will say about this is that BFM and the Glastriers are 2 back-to-back crits away from being 6-4 this week. So that kind of
True.
puts, the Dittos are. It kind
True.
of puts everybody, I think, a little bit on notice that record of that tie is not really a tie. You know what I mean?
Shout out Big Fat Mantis. That guy is the GOAT. But
the sheet only remembers the record, not how we got there.
He always gives fun messages for scheduling too.
That is correct. That is correct. All of that is correct. But I will say Matthew beat Tier. That is an upset. I did. I missed that one.
Yeah, we
that
can
one
call
is
that
an upset. Yeah,
I
we
think it's good to see Matthew winning.
We should have.
I like it.
Yeah.
3K of all time.
We'll see.
Perhaps.
We'll see if that continues. But yeah, tied up with the Fujins. I'm sure that Less Than 3 Man will have some sort of graphic here that shows all of the team scores for this week. But let us go to week 3. Talk a little bit about the matchups coming up. So we got first matchup. We got the Pablo Chiens versus the Bad Faith Fossils. What are we thinking in terms of matchups here? Like, Cow and Blazing Dark are good friends, so that one stands out to me a little bit.
Watashi versus Huffles is probably the best Auras game that we will have, unless like we have like Watashi versus a turn, or maybe Shiloh versus one of those. But like from the outside
didn't we have
perspective,
Watashi versus?
Huffles is one of the best ones.
Didn't we have Watashi versus E-Turn last week?
No, it was Lex
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
in a very strange and sad game.
Yeah, I do
Lax?
think that there's
Lax
a Lax and GSC. That's what I was going to
Lax
point
and
out.
GSC is wild.
It's not normal. Not normal.
Lax actually started for GSC PL5 for GSCNU, so he's not really unfamiliar with the tier. I'm interested in who built. I'm pretty sure Real V will build for him because Real V can build both ADV and GSV. But looking forward to seeing what he does. He is actually the first person I ever played in GSCNU. Now I think about it, so on tour.
Really?
Yeah, actually.
That's kind of cool.
Happy
Yeah,
to be
he's
back in the
definitely
team.
that's kind of cool. I had no clue that he was a GSC NU connoisseur like
Yeah,
myself.
I don't know if he builds as much, but I know he can click. So
Sometimes all you need, you know.
exactly, yeah.
Wow,
Interesting.
that should be. I'm gonna pay attention to that. Double RBI, the RBY in this is very interesting to me.
I
Yeah.
I will say, even sorry to interrupt Slice, but I will say, even
Yeah,
though
go
that
for it.
Lax does have some good GSC and U experience and Real FE is Real FE, I do think that the fossils do have a very good advantage with these old gens. So I'm keen to see how that works out for them, like especially with RBY. But
I think Pablo's
Really?
ADV is. I would rate them higher, but
Really?
and
Well, I would
RBY says
definitely
close.
rate Pablo's ADV higher. I'm surprised you rate like these two RBY names, Sadistic Narwhal and They Call Me Phil, don't seem like bad players to me.
no,
No,
they're
they're
not.
good,
They're definitely good.
but
It's just I think Hammer is underrated in general, and if Suffice can click well, I think he's definitely takes Phil any day. But
Interesting.
that I think it's like 60-40 matchup for Suffice, in my opinion, just because
And
I know
yeah, I agree.
I got surprised by their pick of RBY. I think there it's like a 50-50 that they did not need to take. They could have thrown us like some fairy gens that I don't think they are our weak side, but our way of approaching them so far hasn't been clear cut of like decisive in terms of like who we're playing, who we're building with. At least for the outside perspective, like for my team, I know how stuff are working, but I'm putting myself in their manager's position. Would be make more sense to go for like an SS or maybe a double black and white, but I don't know, man. I'm happy with how the tiers came. I think like I agree with Jensen in the end that our older gens are fairly strong, and even though the gens that are supposed to be like the Pablos favor the old ones, like the double ADV, and Narwhal, from what I know, is having like a blast on RBYPL, so they are one of the strongest players. Even if favored for them, it's not even like 55-45. I'd say it's like 52-48, and for your picks, you particularly don't want to have that kind of like chance. You want to have more like more one-sided
Yeah,
matchups.
stability.
So
Yeah,
yeah, so I think like in the end matchups they can for sure win the week, and so can we. But I think the picks kind of favor us more than them. I'd say.
Yeah,
I can
I
see
would
a tie happening.
overall I would vote for the Pablos to win here if I had to pick one.
I'm probably voting for the Pablos just because I think I have a little more confidence in some of their players to be hard to beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's really close, and I think that Bernardo is right to kind of feel like a Bernardo. Wait, who are you managers of? Yeah, no, not the fossils. The fossils?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fossils.
Yeah,
I
the
don't.
fossils.
The
He's
bad
a he's
faith
a
I don't
fossil.
even remember.
fossils.
I don't even remember, man. I was like, I should probably double check before I say something. But I think you're right to have confidence, and I think you're right in the sense that everything is very, very, very close this tour. I'm not even sure that there's like clear separation on any front, but I do agree. I think that the what's it called the Pablos just I think they're just their general lineup is a little bit. I just have a little more confidence, you know.
I think
Come on, where's the drama slice? It's gonna be a
nah,
Pablo's 9-1, bro.
No, but it's
I-
understandable when you have like simply like the biggest shit heroes on NU, when you have like Watashi and
Yeah.
Garayo, you're starting ahead at least on the predict side. Of course, when the game starts, nothing that matters at all, but at least on the predictions, it's understandable to go that way.
yeah. But
Fair enough.
speaking of predictions, we're gonna have to get slices next because it's the Limberditto lovers versus the Glacial Glastriers. We got Toother versus Tier. That's a highlight matchup for sure.
I don't think so.
And then Oathkeeper freed
Chitter's gonna
yet
wash him.
again. Oathkeeper freed yet again to play ADV versus Shiloh. That's going to be interesting. We'll see if Bughouse can bounce back. Helm's been looking good. He's 2-0 now, right? So, like, you know.
Helm is also the only person I think who has a pretty clear positive record against Bughouse and Black White.
Oh.
I believe that was a stat that was thrown my way.
So that's going to be a
we'll see.
hill for Bughouse to have to climb. But JensenDale versus Big Fat Mantis is a highlight. Toxin Boost versus Amaranth. This is going to be a good series.
Is that I mean, I'll talk to the just to like talk about our picks for a moment. This is, I think, the first time in any NUCL week that I feel like we kind of got outmanaged as far as picks went. Because our matchup was a little bit weird here, where we had we had certain slots that we were really good in, they were also really good in. And it made kind of understanding the matchups a little bit difficult. Our SS we feel was much better. And then it kind of came into like Void. Our ORS is our weakest spot. I don't think that's even like a question right now. And so we were trying to figure out, like if Shiloh was in ORS last week and Shiloh and Void are there kind of covering ORS, DPP, and ADV2, then we expect them to pick ADV2, then it makes sense to kind of pick our picks, and trying to like pin down one of them in a weak slot. And they just didn't pick ORS. And maybe they read our minds. I don't really know. I haven't talked to Shiloh. And I think now that it makes their lineup a little bit stronger than it would have been into ours. So it's going to be a really interesting week. I think that we have the opportunity to win in every slot, just like every other week. Every matchup is very close. I mean, so many highlight matches here, so many great games. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think we're going to win. I know we're going to win. Actually, our team's the best.
Yeah.
Totally not crashing out in the server at all.
Jensen, you're gonna have to verify whether or not he's crashing out in the server, all right?
No, he's not.
Me?
Yeah,
Not
right.
yet. Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Not yet.
No, he's not. He's not.
Not
Because
yet.
Jensen's going to win this week.
I will.
Jensen's
I
gonna
believe
be
in
Big
him.
Fat Mantis. Are we gonna channel the double Firo crit?
Please.
The energy?
No, the one thing is at least our energy, I think it's been like a wake-up call for us of like, we got to lock in a little bit, which has been kind of nice to see, because I think that we were kind of like cruising, even though a lot of our prep was really good in certain slots. Like Jensen, for example, has been like great in prep, like just straight up like really good. And then like other people, like, I mean, I was offline all week and whatever, but it's always how it goes with these.
I appreciate it.
So we're locked in. I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna 10-0 even, actually.
Real.
Yeah.
All right.
You heard it here first.
I
Okay.
agree with Slice. They will 10-0.
All right. Well, I am less optimistic. Sorry, Slice. I'm gonna predict a 6-4 for the Glastriers. But
Well,
we will.
just a hater.
I hope you prove me wrong. That's all I have to say. Next up, we've got the Furious Fujins versus the Krusty Krabs. Fujins have been on a tear so far, right? 2-0, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Or 1-1.
And they do
one
not
of
seem
those.
likely to go any slower. Like that team they're bringing this week seems stronger than the one they won last week.
It is a really strong lineup. They've got Ziri moving up into the SV slot. We've got Surreal and SS. Finch holding down BW, and there's actually 2 BWs this week. Interesting from the Krabs, because neither Kaboom nor Jam seem like dedicated black-white players, but
No, that's really interesting. I wonder
Yeah.
why they went with
They're
that.
probably trying
Once
to
they have no
target
other
each other's
choice.
weaknesses, and then at the same time they ended up doubling into this
But
slot.
if
I don't know.
you're
Well, no, I guess
the
Finch. They always pick.
yeah,
Finch.
if you're the
Fujins
Krabs,
always
why are
take
you
black white,
doing
right?
that?
I mean, maybe they like their black and white 2 odds better, because like if they know that
Yeah.
the Fujins are gonna
Well,
pick it.
One thing about
I
those
wouldn't.
kind of strats where you try to split tiers, it's if you are trying to do that, why simply do not swap your players? Unless you have faith in your like black white 2 beating their black white 2, but you could just not risk it and run like Kaboom as black white 2, that would be like most certain would be Seraphs. And I wouldn't call sack, but like
well, first of
Basically
all,
This
second
is
gem.
weird. This is
First
weird.
of, first of
Finchinator.
all, some people like to play stronger opponents, not only for their own resumes, but also just for general enjoyment of the game. And
Yeah, nobody really see teams like that.
yeah,
Maybe they should.
and then
Yeah,
secondly,
maybe Bernardo would.
you know, if you have
Yeah,
We,
a
we,
Bernardo's
we,
a
we,
bad
we probably
face.
did that a couple times last in UCL, didn't we, Bernardo?
Not,
A little bit
not,
of
not really.
maneuvering.
Yeah, not really, but because our team was very like, again, very kind of the same level, but on their side, they drafted the Krusty Krabs too. It doesn't make much sense to me. So whenever I see those kind of choices, I'm like, what Q is really thinking?
Yeah.
It's a very big mystery to me.
Right. But hey, Honchkrow was freed. We get to see Honchkrow gaming.
Kyo is an
Yeah, I'm get
enigma.
confused by it.
Hey, they've been doing well in the tour so far, right? They're, I think, 2
Yep.
ties, something like that.
No, they are 1 win, 1 tie.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Dittos good quick
They've
win.
been doing well
That's
in
pretty
the
good.
tour, so
Yeah.
they
I would be happy
obviously know
with that.
something we don't. I'm gonna predict a tie. I'm going at a tie. I predicted against Kyo and I lost horribly, so I'm not predicting against Kyo.
Yeah, my personal opinion is like the Fujins are heavy favorites in this series, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't even know. I don't even know if it's going to be so close just on preview.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think the Krabs have some aura, though. I'll give it a tie as well.
The Krabs do have
I'd be
aura.
very happy for like a Krab good performance because I really like Kyo and like the guys, but honestly, doesn't see that happening. Mr. Sylvester versus Esterosa, it's another matchup that
The highlight.
GSC is like waiting for it to happen.
5MG Matthew and Brick Nerman will obviously both win, and then we'll see how it goes. But finally, we've got Real Steel versus Cramorabias. Both of these teams are not doing super well, I believe. I don't remember how your week 1 went, Shen.
It was a 4-6.
Yeah.
No.
And then Cramorabias won and then lost, so not too bad for them. But so this is a big week for the Real Steel.
Yeah, very important.
Need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. And you got the lineup to do it as long as Hacker shows up.
True.
You got
we do have the double black-white this week, which was a little awkward. I was thinking, all right, we'll throw Dead by Daylight in there. You know, I think he's a pretty good clicker
I'm a big fan.
in Oras and black-white, but he's on vacation. So I had to find someone else who said, yo, Hacks Momola, he's shyest, put him in. I said, yeah, okay, let's do it. Bernardo maybe rightfully criticizes my choice, saying like he's an SS player with no build support, but I say he's shyest, and I think he could take a game off of Neomon.
By the way, do you know his name?
It's Bernardo, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So
That's
I
funny.
can't call it Bernardo because Bernardo already exists to me, but
Thanks, Shen. You are the only Shen to me
I
as well.
also,
yeah.
you know what's really funny? He messaged me about something about a month, probably not a month ago, probably about 3 months ago, and I straight up thought it was you because his name on Discord is Bernardo ! And so
Yeah.
I thought it was you, and I was bantering with him as if it was you. And I sent...
Is this the guy I keep accidentally tagging in the Discord?
Yes, it's Hacks Momola, but I thought it was Bernardo. So I was like sending the Brazil, Campeão del Mundo because of like the murders or whatever.
He's also
You know that
Brazilian,
meme?
so
I sent
How long did it take
Oh
you to
boy.
realize?
it took me until today, or not today, yesterday.
This conversation.
Yesterday, because like I scrolled up and they were like, hey, if no one from LATAM comes in as a manager, will there be no LATAM in Little Cup World Cup, which is a tour that I was hosting? And I was like, why the fuck does Bernardo care at all about Little Cup? And I was like, no, please. And then I was like, you are not LATAM, you are Brazil. I didn't even know this guy. And then I sent the fucking
GoldMason, I need
Brazil.
to break you some big news. Brazil, it's in Latin America too, okay?
No. Brazil is obviously different, but either way, I definitely thought it
I
was
agree,
you.
especially in Smogon context.
Yeah.
I
it's definitely-
I mean,
I know, Justin.
There's 3 types of Brazilians, right? The ones that are banned, those that are yet to be banned, and Ninja.
The ninja who somehow has outlived all of those.
Yeah.
But he
If
messaged.
Ninja gets a trophy this next week, probably Smogon will close. You know, guys. Like
Yeah.
the
That was a
site
good
will
run.
go down forever. Something like that
up.
will happen because it's not acceptable. Ninja, eu te amo, cara.
Well, he's on track, so we got to put a stop to it. We got to step up.
Actually, only a turn and then he can do that, but that's life. Okay, focusing on NUCL again, guys.
I sent him
Man.
this meme just in case you want to take a look in the chat. Everybody should know.
Yeah,
it.
I'm curious to see as well.
I thought he was you. And then he messaged me the other day and was like, "Hey, how do you get tiering contributor?" And I was like, "What the fuck? Why is Bernard? That's not Bernardo." I scrolled up in my messages and I was like, "Oh Jesus." But I'm predicting a real steel crash out victory, like 10-0, 9-1.
Yep.
The
Bud
only-
Gallon's gonna Hax Maris.
The only win on the Cramorabias side is gonna be my man Big Tony. Shengineer,
I'm
you
gonna
have to-
grind Tony into dust.
Nah, you gotta sacrifice yourself for the 9-1. If you win,
All right.
you
I mean,
lose
I told
6-4 again.
I told PHP to bolt against me because it gives me more power. So please do the same.
Yep. It's gonna be a 9-1 Shengineer only loss.
Yep.
Lucas is gonna crush Kushalos. I'm comfortable making that prediction.
We both
I don't
know
think.
Kushalos
Here,
will
I'm gonna
do
make. I'm
something
gonna
that
make
will
an
not.
even. I'm gonna make an even bigger prediction. Kush
Oh.
is not playing this week.
That is not a bigger prediction. That is a smaller prediction.
That's the free
Yeah,
space
that's a
on the
small
That's a
bingo
bit.
board,
free
bro.
space on the
I'm
bingo
asking
board.
one
The
slice.
free space. I think it's more likely. You're
Bro.
right. Then
Bro was cooking
We can,
with
we, can, we
nothing.
can take bets on that afterward.
Yeah.
all right. That's my bold prediction of the week. I'm gonna make 3 of them. Slice's bold
right,
predictions. Number
Let's see it.
1,
Let's see it.
Dittos win 7-3 or better.
Damn.
Number
Interesting.
2, Kush doesn't play a game this week.
Okay.
And number 3,
It was a terrible.
Danny doesn't choke an SCL this weekend.
That's a big take. Yeah.
That is a big take. I think Danny doesn't even play because Shoguns are gonna sweep. But that's just me. No.
Yeah,
That
I
one's
mean,
a little more bold than mine.
As long as he doesn't look colossal,
no
he might be
Shogun,
alright.
no Shogun enjoyers in the chat.
No, definitely not.
You're all Spartans.
I like
we
shout
are
out Dugza.
but-
At the start of the tour, I looked at the captains and I saw Dugza, TKO, and Vivalos Pride, and those are 3 of my favorite people on the site. So I was like, I'm rooting for the Spartans, and then my IRL best friend is on the Shoguns, so I have to root for the Shoguns.
Who's your
Super-
IRL best friend?
Super epic Ampharos.
Oh, wait. Did I tag them in my call-out post? I did.
Yes, yes, you
Great
did.
job, Slice.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. Good job.
Mr.
Good job,
GoldMason, we
Slice.
should do an episode nutting over Vivalos Pride's games, by the way. I'm missing
Vivalos
that.
Pride's games in what, man? He ain't play. He has.
I don't know, man. We should do.
He
We
has.
could do
what?
some like retro Vivalos. I don't know.
He has a child. He's a father now. He doesn't have time for playing video game. Are you kidding me?
I thought you were going to say we get the Slice apology video. I mean, even though we made an apology post, I think
Yeah. Well,
the video would
I
help.
won't make
I
an
think that
apology
like
video.
the first one to be a father here. Like, there are a couple of players. I think the other is Hazup that is a father now as well. Like a
Hazup
lot
was
of
a
new
Hazup
dads in the Smogon community, from what I know.
I don't think Hazup's a new
If
dad.
if the
I-
Dittos win, I will make a follow-up apology post.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good one.
Win the tour.
I-
Win the tour.
I think. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ah.
That's some
No,
bullshit.
you're
man.
not doing a
That's
follow-up
bullshit.
post. Thank you, Slice.
I'm still waiting for the
I don't
Shengineer
gotta
apology.
apologize for nothing.
I'm still waiting for the Shengineer apology, but we can't.
I'm sorry I submitted my tier picks an hour late. I should be crucified.
True.
If it makes you feel
You
better,
shouldn't
I
be
did as well,
crucified.
but I
You
submitted
just
the
could be
exact same
randomized.
picks as the week before.
Yeah, you should just be punished. Simple as that.
Oh yeah. Don't forget that I'm
I agree.
rigging the tour against people that I like. Never
Nice.
forget.
I always say that the job
Against
of the
people you
man,
like.
the
No,
host, is
against
to
people
make
that I
the
don't
tour
like,
good and
apparently.
enjoyable.
I
So you're
Stop
not
justifying Bughouse, dude.
I don't know. Somebody in the manager chat was like, "Oh yeah, so if you like the people, you extend the deadline or something." I don't remember.
Yeah, Ninja.
Yeah.
Let's call everybody out by name.
I don't know why.
This,
I don't know
this tour
why.
needs more
Drama.
beef.
Yeah.
Is he wrong? No.
Shut the fuck up, Bernardo.
What
What do you mean? Is he wrong? No. Get
Let's
the
try
hell
to fun
out
a
of
bit more,
here.
yeah.
I always say, GoldMason, your job is to make the tour as best as possible for the viewer. You are hosting
For the
entertainment
viewer.
for the community.
Ah, yes, of
You know,
course.
you
of
need
course.
you need to make sure that
I
the
am
best matchups
so
happen.
done with this shit ass tier, man. I'm so gone. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining
Keep on.
us.
Another
This
successful
is
nut.
yeah. What a nut. What a nut. This has been Bernardo,
nut.
JensenDale, Pokeslice, Shengineer, and then a very silent less than 3 man. Shout out less than 3 man for all of the
Hey, guys.
graphics that you
Shout out,
are seeing
GOAT.
on your
That
screen.
is the goat.
How's it going, less than 3 man? We hope you're well.
Doing good, man.
Very good. But yes, thank you for
Less than
joining
3
us
last year?
on the nut. This has been GoldMason and the rest, and we will see you next week for whether or not Slice's predictions come true and whether or not Bernardo commits more bad faith. We'll see you then.
No,
Peace out.
never. Good faith, Bernardo only. Bye, guys.